Hey, how's it going, folks? Hope you are all having a wonderful Sunday. Hopefully better than
quiet.
Nev is today. She's a little beat
Well,
up.
isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Gods really are more trouble than they're worth. Just ask the
see if we can
Klingons.
find it.
Hail the magic robot. Doesn't like killing me.
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Untie the Gordian artifact. Yeah, today we're playing more Veilguard. If we get some people popping in, we'll have some conversations about it. Have thoughts.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlethan?
My main playthrough,
It's
I'm
complicated.
close to the end of the game.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's... Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed
Good
to
old
stop him.
elves, just breaking reality like you do.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it?
But
But it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solus got pulled into the Fade and two somethings got pulled out. Or someones, I mean. Two of the evil elven gods, Elganon and Gillinane.
I don't know if they're
You
good
found
elven gods.
the elven gods of old, the Evan-Urus,
If they truly have returned,
then things just got a whole lot worse.
Anything you can tell us about these gods?
Solus might be a bastard, but compared to the Evan-Urus, let's just say they weren't known for being kind rulers.
there's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanurus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Uh-oh.
Tarith is in bad
Someone's
shape.
having a bad day.
We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Luther. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for
Well,
another
blowing up
artifact
stuff is
before
kinda what
this
we're in the
ritual
business
shook
of here in
everything
the,
loose. If anyone
Dragon
can get a
Age
handle on
murder
all this
hobo
wild magic and the
industry.
artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right, you get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Belara. Nev, I need you to stay with Strife and Earlin, alright? I'm fine. You're the best detective in Minrathous. You can help the Veil Jumpers here. If trouble shows up, they could
Hey,
use
how's
its
it going,
skills.
Fire Dragon?
Fair enough.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west.
Welcome.
At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
How's it going today?
Is it me, or is there something strange about this fog?
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit.
I do like this area's just sort of like vague feeling of wrongness, because it looks just like an ordinary forest, but the more you explore it, the weirder it gets. And it keeps getting weirder. I'm sure this guy is not going to try and murder. Oh, he's trying to murder me. Ohio is trying to murder me, that's canon.
Gotcha.
Woo!
Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
A strange mirror
Laura?
from Dreamland. It's one of those days.
Strife and Earlin sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse,
I
unfortunately.
like how they just wait a
the
week.
Elven
You're like,
gods,
oh,
Elganon and Gillinane have
yeah,
escaped
she'll be back.
Finn
I'm sure
Harel's
that's
prison.
fine.
And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
I like the world I live there. Big fan of the world. I mean, the people on it, you know, they're alright. Some of them.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous
Mostly
enough
dangerous.
that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but
But what?
see that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak.
I like the real
You can
world.
only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Oops.
Think I prefer to stay in one piece, yeah.
Right, me too. But I think I can find a way out. A bubble like that?
Out is good.
There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Load screen.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Threats like us, I'm guessing.
I love how a lot of the, like, buildings and stuff are really just worked into the landscape. It sort of seamlessly transitions from this unworked cliff right into the building. That's sort of how all the buildings are in this area. I really find that interesting. Looking for trouble. The only downside of some of the main story missions is that you have to kind of explore everything because you can't
Is
go
that
back
water
and
just
find
swirling into the air?
treasure again.
We call that kind the whirlpool.
And some of your
The anomaly,
upgrades
I
just
mean.
like
Never seen
disappear
one
when
this
you do
size, though.
that, so it's a little frustrating. But I don't mind the exploring. Unless I'm like, I want to get this quest done now so I can, you know, go to bed or go to work or try and kill my Pathfinder players. What truffles? Truffles are very important.
That's the edge of the bubble. Can't pass through it. We need to shut down the artifact first.
See, how the smeg do I get up there? This isn't climbable. No. I would say that this game is pretty, like, new player friendly. You might want to just, like, read what happens in Inquisition. But, like, while the first 3 games, you really have, like, a lot of carryover decisions that you can load playthrough to playthrough. This one, you kind of make whatever decisions you want within the game, and there's only a few. So I feel like it's a pretty good jumping on point if you haven't finished the rest of them, and finishing the rest of them is, you know, a couple hundred hours of your time. So plus they all play differently. Like, every Dragon Age is kind of its own genre. Like, they're all different. Much to my annoyance. Because this is definitely more of a God of War game in terms of, like, how it plays. Like, I'm enjoying sucking at it, but I am not very good at it. I have the difficulty turned down to play on stream because I'm talking and I'm playing and I'm already bad at it. So
Demons! Right where we need to go.
And they're still with us.
someone detonate overwhelm. No. Something. It's sort of like God of War and Mass Effect. Because you have, like, your party, and they just kind of hang out and are extra abilities for you. I like my hammer. Big fan of this game. It does that. Oh, I can't. I'm still in combat, technically. Alright. Alright. Oh, that's locked. Okay. Physical resistance, shield toss damage. I really don't like the shield toss mechanic. I like the other, like the mage and the rogue have their ranged options, and I enjoy those, but the shield toss is not my favorite. Maybe if I upgrade it, I'll like it more, but it's kind of weird. I wish warriors could use a bow.
So what is this artifact we're looking for, exactly?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
Just gotta smash some pots like, you know, it's Zelda. See what's lying around. So what's funny with this chest is my first playthrough, I was like, oh, that's probably a trap, and it doesn't go off. And they introduced trapped treasure chests like
people trying to save the world, apparently.
6 hours later. And I'm like, oh, now treasure chests are trapped. When did that start? Can I change items now? I can. Oh, what do you do? Oh, nice. College is very important. Finish college. It took me way too long. But I had a lot of family stuff going on, so I was kind of in and out of school and for most of my late teens and early 20s, just taking care of stuff. But yeah,
wow.
Do your schoolwork.
I've never seen anything like
Feel
this.
free to just listen as I
Is this...
smash things with my large
No,
hammer.
it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
What was this place?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important.
I do love that just like this place has its own like gravity ring. Its own like planetary ring. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty awesome. And your art's pretty snazzy. Looking for random junk. Or people who are trying to kill me.
Are we just supposed to jump across?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Yeah, see, this game loves its pet rocks, where
Got
when you
it.
pick up a pet rock,
Bring it over here and slot it in.
and you take the pet rock to the doodad, and then
There
it
we
does
go.
something.
Easy. Huh. That's a great trick.
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path.
We can't actually
But
do it yet.
doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
So you have these cool little party abilities that like will interact with the environment. See, dodging is something I'm very happy this game added because as Dragon Age got more away from being like a classic original Baldur's Gate style RPG, it's like, oh yeah, move around the environment, but you can't actually dodge very well, so you're like, you're moving around to attack, but things kind of home in on you a little bit, where this one you just sort of bounce around. Hey McLeod, how's it going?
That's the last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead.
What you up to this fine evening? Got some goodies. Treasure is nice. Yeah, it's interesting going back and playing this from the beginning and seeing how like the level design changes over the course of the game and like how their attention to detail and how the
If the sentinel comes up, we'll have to take care of
oh nice.
Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one,
God, Black
there's
Ops
more
is on
nearby.
6, that's right. You're aging me. Physically. I remember when the first Black Ops came out, I remember that midnight release because a friend of mine called me to pick them up from where they worked because their ex was stalking them outside their place of employment.
They died.
And I sat
Even
in the
mages have
the GameStop parking
Double with the
lot
artifacts here.
watching the midnight
expect them
release
to work
so I
like,
could pick up my
you
friend
know,
who worked
normal
next door to that
magic.
place as soon as they
But
got
they're
out.
different.
So I
The
like because of that I have this acute
alive
like awareness
somehow.
of when the first Black Ops came out in my life. So now whenever they do a new one, I'm just like, so
Seeing these
old.
kinds of ruins never gets old.
Can anything here tell us what that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where this artifact should be.
Can I go through this? Oh, I mean, for Pokemon, I've never followed Digimon Fire Dragon, but for Pokemon, like, oh yeah, I feel the passage of time on that one, especially since I started dating my spouse, because like I take a day off to play Pokemon with my spouse, so like every time a new game comes out, it is a day off, and I spend my day playing Pokemon, and now it's just like, how many Pokemon games have we been married?
It means I was right. Right about what? About where we are. It's an armored, huh? And I think I know what part of that is.
Have Dragon Bait. I don't even know when I figured out there were Digimon games even. Because like, I remember there being a cartoon. Because it was on when my brother and sister were getting ready for school. And one of them had it on in the background. But it was the one that was kind of like Power Rangers, where they turned into, like, they like, made suits of armor out of Digimon.
So what kind of artifact shows up in an armory? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Ancient elves use them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
See, I've never followed modern any of the Call of Duty games story all that closely. So like, if they have recurring characters, actually kind of is news to me. But I'm glad that they've got characters that you enjoy. Like, that's a big deal. Uh-oh. That's a problem. So to touch on my first non-traversy of the day.
Methalinast. Darkspawn.
People, one of the complaints about this game that I saw online before it came out was that it was like too soft or like not horror-y enough, and I'm just like, the body horror in this game is out of control.
Making the rest of us look bad, Rook.
Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it.
So I feel like a lot of people who complain about this game have either, one, probably never played a Dragon Age game, and two, certainly haven't actually played this one. Because like, things get kind of very body horror focused very quickly. But I like the monster design in this for the most part.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
And treasure? Treasure! Adventurers want one thing, and it's disgusting. It's dead people's shit. Alright, let's fix this creepy thing.
Looks like your specialty, Delora.
Got it. Here we go.
So Modern Warfare is one team, and then Black Ops is another
never
team?
seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlothan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
If the gods are blighted,
So I remember,
like Solus claims,
wasn't
maybe they're
Infinity
communicating
Ward
with
the backup
Darkspawn
team
somehow.
before, and the team
Directing
that
them?
You saw those
went on to
Darkspawn,
become
though?
Respawn
Something was different about them.
was
And
the
we'll
original
stop them
COD team, wasn't it?
once we
Or
get
am
out
I
of this bubble.
hallucinating?
Right. Let's get to that central temple.
Like I said, Call of Duty is something that is no longer in my, that I really pay attention to all that much. Okie dokie. I'll just be here playing Zelda. I mean, Dragon Age. Dragon Zelda? Zelda Age? We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it. Alright.
The wall looks weak here. I bet we could break it somehow.
Now to play a
Look
tower
outside,
defense game.
right where you broke that wall.
Oh, okay. So Infinity Ward is the original team. Or the original company, but some of the devs went on to Respawn. Got it. That makes sense. Sometimes you gotta move on. This very high-speed ballista in my tower defense game here. Oops. That reminds me of, if, in the event I have a chance to do a full Force Adversity podcast with Dane and Bob anytime soon, I really want to talk about the Maxim machine gun. But with all the real-life drama, see, this is what I mean about body horror stuff. Like, there's just this thing growing out of the wall here. It's just like, that's not normal. That's... And, like, as you can sort of see, it's, like, pulsing and stuff. Just this growth, this tumor in reality, just hanging out there. But, yeah.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last
Who
one.
knows how...
I hope.
Me too.
how things are going to go the next 4 years. It's going to be pretty ugly. Chat disconnected. Please wait, we'll connect you. Uh-oh. Babe, oh, I'm back. Alright, cool beans. Oh.
The last barrier's down. We're close. I can feel it. Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
Yeah, look at this shit. It's just fucking gross. It fucking moves, and it freaks me the fuck out. I am, if you've listened to any of the Fabcasts, like, I am not a horror person, as far as, like, movies and stuff go. And, like, Dragon Age has definitely had, like, its horror-ish elements, but this one is certainly the most committed to that bit. And while I am enjoying it, it still freaks me the fuck out. Because I'm a wimp. And that's okay. Bouncy, 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 bounce. But yes, the game, someone wow, language Morgan, really liked Assassin's Creed and God of War because, like, it is in love with its parkour. which does give the game a lot of like verticality and stuff, which I enjoy, even though I don't quite not good at it. Doing drugs. Drugs are good. There's a treasure chest up there somewhere. And I want to get it. Let's see, how do I get treasure chest that's up here?
If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Durthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
What does that mean?
I don't know, actually.
I'm curious
notes were never
how
very
much of
clear
this
on that,
Elven language
but I plan
the
to find
writers actually wrote.
More constructs ahead.
It's always one of
Intersect
those
them.
weird things,
We're
like,
getting closer.
did they make up words just for certain things, or did they make a full... How much of a full language did they make? Darn, almost got him off. There we go. Give him the boot. Any game where you can knock people off of ledges is a good
Looks
game
like
in
this
my
door is
book.
going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
It's the one thing I really miss about Rogue Trader is Rogue Trader doesn't have any of that. It just heavy bolter people. And I do love my friend the heavy bolter. I'll have to play that on stream again sometimes. It's a good comparison to this game. Because, like, this is very much like taking a CRPG and taking all of the CRPG out of it and making it an action game.
Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall.
Or, like, most 40k games could be, like, strategy game or action games. Is that everybody? Alright. Yeah, most 40k games seem to be action games or strategy games, like RTSs and stuff, and then Rogue Trader is very much just a CRPG, but it does it very well. And I like all the companions, even the ones I hate. Like the hateable companions are very hateable. And for me, like, if a character makes you hate them, like, that means it's a good character, because like it made you feel a thing. And I think a lot of that's kind of lost on a lot of people. Were like, well, I don't like this character, so it's bad writing. It's like, well, no, you don't like the character. They made you feel something. Maybe it's actually good writing that, like, this character annoys you. That might just be the point. I think taking it out of video games, I think Wesley from TNG,
I have so many
like,
questions.
has some
for it.
good arcs, but he's
How
an
do you
annoying
ask it
character.
questions?
It's an archive spirit.
Q
You'll
is
see.
certainly that from old TNG. Like, Q is not a character you like, I love that guy. It's like, oh, fucking Q, but they're a cool character. What does this choppy boy look like? Get out my choppy boy. Oh, that's a cool looking choppy boy. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. What does this do? That's cool. Learn new things every day. Yeah, that's, yeah. I've been trying to figure out what her voice sounds like to me, and because I've only watched the first season of Lower Decks. It's not my Star Trek show. Like, it's just a little too self-referential and nostalgic for my taste. But, like, yeah, she does sound like Tendi. That's a good catch. Well done.
Okay, here it is. The Nodus Thorthalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back?
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot
Let's take
trickier than that.
Let's hydrate before the boss fight.
Because darkspawn, demons, and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
Nothing's ever easy, is it? So what makes this tricky?
If I remove the artifact the way I usually
So maybe I should
do
catch
it,
up on
it'll
Lower Decks
explode
just because it's
and
ending
take out
this year.
half of Arlethan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before.
I'm sure that tumor's perfectly benign. It's not going to explode in
It's almost like it's
darkspawn.
breathing.
The sound design game in this, if you've got a good headset or if you've got surround sound, it really uses that very well. That, like, you hear things moving out of the individual headphones. Just right in the jump. See, I still can't combo that. I will read your comment after I'm done getting my teeth into that. Oh, I get an ultimate ability. Yay! Just fucking... just go wrestling on the guy. Oh yeah, no, it is probably the
Wasn't
best, like,
expecting to fight an ogre
nostalgic
today.
driven show I've
Then
seen.
again,
It's just
I
that,
also
like,
didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days.
just the, like, the amount of nostalgia in it is just a lot for me. It's just like I roll my eyes every time, even though it's certainly better done than a lot of those. And the characters themselves are pretty cool. But yeah, I think we're quickly leaving
There we
this
go.
sort of new age of Star Trek shows, and it's really kind of
No,
sad because you've had a lot of bangers.
I think.
Because, like, even the kids show is really good.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the
I
artifact
forget what it's
powered.
called. God.
Focuses the ambient
Damn it.
magical energy. That's why these things still work thousands of years later.
It's on Netflix now.
No, you don't.
Uh-oh, gotta fight the pet rock. Uh-oh, you broke the pet rock.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan. En Asal Dethara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Detharan.
Yeah, Strange New Worlds is gonna keep going, I imagine.
Right,
But
I have questions.
I don't know. I didn't like the second season as much as the first season.
What do you...
Uh-oh, it's broken. But I think Strange New Worlds is probably one of the best casted Star Trek shows I've ever seen. Maybe even one of the best casted sci-fi shows. I just love everybody. I think the plots could use some work sometimes. The crossover episode was hilarious.
So that's the Nardis Tathalin.
It was, or is, I mean. Crystal's broken though, needs fixing. It's kinda my thing, fixing magical stuff.
Finally getting Scotty. I still feel like they did the first engineer dirty. I like the guy, that grumpy blind guy. He was awesome.
Strife and Ireland will want to know about this.
Should go back and rewatch that.
And the Darkspawn.
But I'd have to resubscribe to Paramount Plus.
Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veilguard
That might be
camp.
one worth getting on physical media. I wonder if that's available. I'm gonna check. Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Blu-ray. Oh, it's on Blu-ray. Hey Daz, I found another thing you can get me for Christmas. But yes, it's been good. I like the guy. I even like the guy they have to play Kirk. And I'm kind of surprised that like they've used Kirk in ways that I don't hate. Because I'm like, oh, we're doing Kirk, really? We're doing Kirk now? Oh, gross. But like, it actually like it's pretty cool. All right, let's spend. Alright, you got a new toy. Let's give you a new toy. So yeah, like your companions, they have their own attack and stuff, but they do different things if you have them, if you pull open the Mass Effect wheel and tell them to do something. And yes, I'm going to call it the Mass Effect wheel because that is what it is. We will not be taking questions at this time. What do I want to do? I'm going to get better healing. And this detonates, so we want that to be better. So this is sort of how the game works, is you have, like, these abilities. You have ones that will apply a condition, and then you'll have ones that detonate a condition. And nobody has the same, like, if you apply weakened, you can't detonate weakened. You'll always blow up somebody else's condition to do these combos. Yeah, probably. I do like the centuries-old chick, because she's cool. Like, no notes. Oh, I have a... I don't have a stick for you. For me? Oh, what do you do? Where did I find another axe? That's a cool looking axe. We'll use that, sure. But yeah, I would say that character definitely feels like she was put there as a placeholder until they wanted to introduce Scotty. Because I know they teased Scotty. Yeah, they teased Scotty in that episode. Which was probably... I have a friend who really hates that episode, but I loved it. Like, and I get why he hates it, but I don't care. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Any beneficial status. Okay. But I don't really have anything that gives me beneficial statuses yet, so I don't know why I would want that. Oh, shut up. That's cool. You can just parry projectiles. I'll do that. So one thing I do like about this game that I wish more RPGs would do, just in general. So if I want to change my build completely, I can just do it anytime out of combat. I can just go boop, 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 boop. That's my new abilities. I could come out over here. I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's great. Oh yeah. I don't know that yeah, it's that kind of division, really is. I don't think that I like the Balance of Terror episode as much as Dane likes the end of season 3 of Picard.
Right. Let's get moving.
But like, yeah, it's definitely that
I'll
level
show you the way to the Veilguard
of
camp.
difference. Yeah, Dane and I still, I mean, you've heard it. We still fight on that. It's just like, oh, that, yeah. The season end of Picard sucked for me. I'm sorry. That show didn't know. I mean, it spent 3 seasons not knowing what it wanted to be.
11 wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of veil jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
It smells delicious.
I would offer to you if it weren't like overflowing.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just letting you know. I'm good. It just smells. It smells lovely. Feature film of I haven't heard what besides the Section 31 movie. What other Star Trek movie are we possibly getting? I haven't heard this before.
Reported back from Demeter's Crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Now I'm curious what you're talking about because I have not heard of that.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlethan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Derthalin.
Wait, you found the Nardus Darthalan? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
It's broken.
If it weren't broken, maybe. But we're not getting anything out of it anytime soon.
Meanwhile, veil jumpers are disappearing. Something out there took them.
I know. But maybe, if we find them...
We find the gods. Or at least some sign of where they might be.
But Arlethan Forest is huge. Where do we even begin to look for them?
Demeter's Crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you
Oh,
said you lost contact
McCloud,
with
I
Demeter's
hate it.
Crossing. We could go check it out.
Gods,
The 3
I
of us,
hate
I
it.
mean.
4. I'm coming with you.
Nev, you were still shaky, and
I'm coming, Harding.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook.
He'd be
Likely
up for doing
nothing
a
good,
no.
but
His story
we'll be
is
saving
over.
And it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Unless he, I mean, he's
The Meadows
already
Crossing's on
died.
the far side
He's
of the
technically
lake.
playing
There's
a
small
copy
boat at
of
the docks.
Picard.
It'll take you there. Watch your back out there,
I guess.
and good luck.
Yes. See, that's what I want. I want that show. I mean, because like, Jerry Ryan fucking killed it as 7. Like, just fucking killed it. And Raffi's amazing too. I want that show.
Here we are.
Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's one of those things that even if, like,
Shy? Take a gander.
Patrick Stewart wants to do it, it doesn't mean that they wanna, that Paramount wants to do it, especially because Paramount's kind of in a bad way right now. They were going through some stuff. Which, you know, I don't feel too bad about. Oh, I would love to upgrade that.
They did it to themselves.
Up and broke. Yeah.
And now that we've met, do your best not to die, yeah? It can be rough out there.
Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like the Q thing at the end of Picard with Jack, but I thought that was clever because Q's a non-linear being. He does what he wants. So, like, that's just an earlier version of the character, probably, and that's pretty cool, actually. I rather like that. See, Harding needs a third ability. Oh, but you only have 2 abilities. Why don't you have all your abilities yet? Progress further to unlock. That's weird. Yeah, they dropped the, like, that's one of my problems with Season 3 of Picard. It's like, oh, the Borg are back. And it's like, didn't we just do that? Oh, but these are the old Borg that are unfriendly. Can we ask the friendly Borg to help with this Borg-related problem? No, we're gonna go on our own. Oh, okay. So
that's the plan.
Yeah, I have some strong feelings about Picard. That, yeah, and like that they clarified that, like, Rafi and Seven were still broken up.
What
it's like, come on.
This
Come on, knock it off.
Is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlathan City centuries ago. Whole lot of blood magic during the war.
What about now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war, it never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed. And now it's bleeding again.
See, I was talking earlier about, like, this place gets weirder. Like, these trees are just like elves that were turned into trees a billion years ago or something. And they're just, like, stuck that way. And this stuff's all over the place, just kind of, like, tucked into the woods. And it's just like, oh gods. This is a nasty fucking place. Yeah, I would like that. Well, yeah, I would like that too. I think that they spent so much of Season 3 ignoring Season 2 that it just feels like they're separate shows. They're just unrelated shows. Because, like, at the end of Season 2, like, Raffi and Seven had worked out their stuff, and yeah, I just, and I still don't like what they did to Rios in Season 2. Like, right, it was like, yeah, they kept teasing something bigger only to unbiggen it, I guess, is, for lack of a better word. It's like, this is a big cosmic problem. Oh, we're just gonna shut the door on it and pretend it's not here for a while. Oh. Are we sure? Yeah, guess we're just not doing that anymore. We'll just, I'll keep this going for about an hour. We'll do this one and then we'll...
Brooke, ready to go?
Sure. Can I break this stuff? Up here. More tree people. Yeah, I forgot about the interdimensional robots at the end of Picard Season 1 until you mentioned it, because, like,
Nev,
it's just like...
You sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. Couldn't sit still
Reapers
much longer.
from Mass Effect coming out of this hole at the
Then
end of
let's
the
go.
show, and then the hole closes before anything happens. And it's like, okay. Are we doing anything about that? No. I'm gonna look into it? Certainly not. And then they, like, killed off Data again, for real. And they brought him back in Season 3.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing.
McLeod, you got me all mad about Picard again. Oh, I think that's what they were going for. They just kind of chickened out.
This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
this perfectly normal village. I'm sure nothing bad is going on inside. Perfectly normal. Absolutely normal.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
I don't know. They left all this fruit everywhere. I'm sure that's normal. Well, I hope they didn't leave any treasure lying around, or resource nodes, or spear bundles of wood. Because I'm about to steal it. Me and my choppy boy here.
It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
There is nothing wrong
They
with
barricaded
like
the main
enjoying
entrance into
nostalgia.
town.
Like
There's blight in there.
I know I
feel
am
it. Be careful.
not a big fan of nostalgia for nostalgia's sake, and that's pretty well documented. But like, people are allowed to enjoy their nostalgia. Oh, here's all the fun stuff. Look at this fun place.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
Must keep everyone in. Mustn't let anyone out.
You okay? What happened to you?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
Nobody's home. Just like the fucking legs and stuff growing out of this mass. It's just creepy.
Everyone has to stay. We'll be rewarded. All of us.
Perfectly. Oh god, I didn't even see it the first time. That is fucked up.
No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
Yeah, right. I watched Rise of Skywalker, midnight showing, because I saw all the sequels.
Someone used powerful magic to
before.
dominate the minds of these villagers.
And I left and I hated it. And I didn't watch it again until we talked about it for the Fapcast, and it was somehow both better
We need
than
to
I
search for
remembered
survivors.
and
Let's see what
still
we can find.
terrible.
Fan out.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer. Sold spices to us, the best in Arlathan. I can't believe this happened.
You know what Star Wars movie did grow on me on rewatch was Solo. When I saw Solo, I was like, this is okay, it's fine, but like, after rewatching it a couple of times, like, it's actually not a bad Star Wars movie, just maybe not that how I would make that Star Wars movie. But it's a pretty good time. It's pretty alright. Aw, yeah, that's adorable. I respect that.
This blight is weird.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static. But this is alive.
I think my issue with that scene is it's almost too full when Lando shows up that it's kind of distracting for me. But like, it's a cool emotional beat for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot that went through a change, that they changed the director partway through that. Yeah, same thing with a lot of the Star Wars movies, and Lucasfilm in general has just like really shit the bed when it comes to like finding and keeping directors for Star Wars movies and just keeping Star Wars projects flowing. Like, I really think they've let the perfect be the enemy of the good, because like,
What was that? Something big.
every Star
Stay
Wars
sharp.
movie has issues.
Over
like,
there.
not
2 more survivors.
not any of them are perfect, but like,
Hey,
they keep
what's going on here?
announcing and
Find the
canceling and
big
announcing and
jumpers.
canceling.
Bring them to the mayor.
I just
They're
want them
talking
to
about
make
Jahel and
a
Milva.
Star Wars
They
movie.
said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them?
The one thing with Solo that I didn't like, though, was the
Look, more people.
Darth Maul cameo. And
Must round up everyone.
not because I didn't know what was going on, but everyone I know who just watched... yeah. I am so mad that movie got canceled. Just because, like, the Rogue Squadron books, the X-Wing books, are some of my favorite Star Wars books. But I was really hoping for more of that style of Star Wars. If you are looking for that style of Star Wars,
Milva.
the unabridged audiobooks for the first 7 X-Wing books are all out now, and they've held up very well. Yep, there's no horror in this game. All of the gore and creepiness has been removed.
Jahel. He's alive.
Look at how un-horror this game is.
We're going to help you.
So
We'll get
very
you down, Jahel.
child-friendly.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Valara, be careful.
Just sucking that guy dry.
Help me, anyone!
There's your 30 pieces of silver. I still gotta play Squadrons. But I don't have a HOTAS anymore. And I feel like I would want to play that like I played X-Wing and TIE Fighter back in the day. So maybe I should just suck it up and play it on a controller. I didn't know that it had a VR component to it, though. That's a little frustrating because I don't get along with VR headsets all that well. Kind of have one eye that works and one eye that doesn't, so...
Help me! Hurry!
A dragon. Here.
No! 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 Please!
Hey!
Oh, I'm sure, because you can look around and stuff. I'm sure it gives
A hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
I'm sure it gives you a pretty sizable advantage. How's the single player in it? Because I'd probably only get it for the single player.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
You're not going anywhere until I get the full story.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gillenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
Some people
All
just
this
want fucking money.
Gold. The villagers, the Veil Jumpers. The Blights everywhere. Demeter's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and
Oh
fear.
wow, it supports all
I'm
of
supposed
that
to feel sorry for
and
him?
has
I say we leave him
crossplay.
right here.
Wow.
I'll die.
So yeah, I
The
imagine to
Blights
play that in
everywhere. What
multiplayer,
if the
you need
dragon
the whole
comes back?
fucking rig,
If we let you go, you'll run
which I
straight
mean,
back to the gods.
16-year-old
They
me
were
would
in
love.
his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook, you're a Grey Warden. You could pack him off to Weishaupt as punishment.
I don't think she's in this. I don't think that's her.
We'll send him to the Wardens.
I'll never survive that.
We take anyone, even murderers.
But yeah, she's
traitors
certainly
like
become
you.
more prolific as a
It's more
voice
than you
actor and
deserve.
actor.
You don't understand. I felt their power. It's irresistible.
You're gonna spend the rest of your life fighting Darkspawn. That's not enough to redeem you, but it's a start.
But
Be grateful I'm even giving you this chance.
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone.
I do love these mural exposition sections.
But they still had the
Very
power
pretty.
of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power.
Next thing I need to do
It
is
has its
figure out how to
costs.
get chat on screen. That way, if anyone
And
watches
everyone
this on
pay
replay, they
for
can
it.
hear what the hell I'm talking about with y'all. But we're just here chatting, chilling. Yay, fast travel. Well, with that, we've been going for a little over. Yeah, she does. She plays an NP, one of the like a random character in that. Not a random character. The character is story important, but they're not like a companion or anything. They're one of your companion's friend. I don't know how close they were. I forget. It's been a while since I've played Baldur's Gate 3, and I never actually got around to finishing it. The third act kind of lost me in that one, I'm not gonna lie. Just a lot of little things I didn't really enjoy, but that's just my personal take. Plus, I don't really like 5e.
Be happy to sell you a bit
all
or a
that
bob.
much.
Or both.
All right. Well, with that, we are going to save, and we
Till
are going
next
to
time.
call it a night on that. So I thank you for coming and hanging out and talking. We will be here same Dragon time, same Dragon channel next Sunday. Oh yeah, Kill James. Kill James Bond is hilarious. I am way the fuck behind on it, but like that show is. It's made me enjoy James Bond more, weirdly enough, even though like it really tears it apart, and even the other movies that they've covered. But like it's such a good show. All right, well I will. I'll see you all next week, and possibly Friday on the live AF show. So take it easy, folks.